Hello students. In the previous class, we have seen the linear search algorithm where search happens sequentially. Correct? Algorithm we have seen, also the program we have written. The search starts from the first item of the array until we get the search element or until we come to the last item of the array. See, if the search is found anywhere, the element we are searching for is found anywhere, the index of that one is taken and it is displayed. So in case it is not found, initially we set the location to -1 so that we can display accordingly. Now after that, also we have seen there are some demerits of linear search. Though it is very simple algorithm, demerits are if the number of items is a very large number, like hundreds or thousand items. In case the item is not found, or if it is found at the last sections of the array, then all the initial searches will be simply wasting the time. So efficiency of that linear search is much less. To avoid this, to search the item or to decide whether it is found or not immediately within a few number of comparisons, the next search, the binary search, is considered. Let us see what is happening in binary search. As the name says, binary search. Here, the total array is divided into two halves, and the search element is compared with the middle element. We find the middle element, middle item of the array, the element present at the middle section, middle index of the array. So, if the item is found at the middle index, then the search is over. If it is not found as the middle item, it can be either at the beginning section or the first section or in the second section of the array. Before we start this, the very important thing is the array items must be in sorted order. Either they should be in ascending order or descending order. As we have seen in linear search, it is very simple because the items need not be in any order. In the random order, straight away we can start the linear search algorithm. But in binary search, the first requirement is all the items of the array must be in order, especially maybe in ascending order. When you divide the array into two sections, first half and the second half, if the search item is not found at the middle item, either it is present at the first half or it may be present at the upper half, the second half. There we take, for example, if it is less than, the search element is less than the middle item, then we search in the first half, because in the second half there is no chance of having the element because the search item is less than the middle item. In case the search item is found to be more than the middle item, then definitely the first half we need not search. That can be excluded from the entire search. So we search only in the upper half, the second half. So thus, from each comparison, after each comparison, only 50% of the array items will be available for search, or in other words, the half of the array items we don't search at all. So this reduces the time to search drastically. So thus binary search becomes more efficient compared to linear search. Now let us see this or understand this by using this example. Let us take an array in A of suppose 7 as this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. So I have taken a very simple element 10 to 70. Already the elements are in sorted order, they are in ascending order. If initially they are not in order, if they are given randomly, we must arrange them in either ascending or descending order. Now they are already in ascending order, that is the first requirement. Now let us do this. Find out the middle element. Middle element. Which is the middle element? Index wise, this is 0 index, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know this is the lower bound, and this is the upper bound. Let us take this one as the beginning and end. So this one can be begin and this one can be end. So let us mark two limits, lower limit beginning and upper last index as end. So how to find out the mid? Mid can be found out, mid is equal to beginning plus end by 2. Beginning plus end index by 2. So you can take the integer of that because all we are dealing with is integer. The index is an integer. So in case you have, like for example, odd numbers, you may get fractional. To avoid that, take integer division of this. So in this case, suppose we are searching for the item, search item element. Suppose it is equal to 60. Let us search for the item 60. Now mid item, mid index is equal to beginning 0 plus end 6. So last index is 6 by 2 is equal to 3. So 3 is the mid index or young, either mid or young. So first compare the search element with the mid element at the mid index. So search element is 60, item at the mid is 40. Whether 60 is equal to 40? No, it is not the mid element. So what we have to do? Then either we have to search in the lower half or in the upper half of the array. So we have divided into two sections with respect to the mid item, lower section and upper section. Now find out whether search element is less than or more than the mid item. Search element is 60, it is more than the mid item, correct? Mid item is 40, search item is more than the mid item. So what you have to do? Then it is found in the upper half only, we know it. Search element is found in the upper half because already the items are in ascending order. The item 60 cannot be in the lower half, definitely. So this section we have to leave and the other section we have to take for the next comparisons. How we can do that? For that, so if the search element is equal to the mid element, okay? Search element is equal to mid element, search is found, then we stop the algorithm. That is what we require. We note down the mid, that itself is the location of that. So if it is okay, if not, right? If it is not, then if element is less than a of mid, if element is found to be less than a of mid, then upper portion has to be left. Then what we do? Then we bring that end to mid minus 1. Okay. If the search element is less than a of mid, that means it is found in this section. Then the upper limit E must be, then E is equal to mid minus 1. Even mid is not necessary. Mid already we have compared. It is not the mid. In case if it is not the mid item, then only we compare with the less than or more than. So in case it is less than the mid item, then E should be equal to mid minus 1. Or if element is more than a of mid, in this example it is more than a of mid, then we should leave the lower half. That is why beginning should be modified to mid plus 1. Beginning is equal to mid plus 1. Hope you understood this. That means for the next comparison, either we should leave the lower half or upper half from our consideration. We should take only one half. So in this case, search item is 60, which is more than the mid item. 60 is more than 40. That is why this one we should leave and consider B is equal to mid plus 1. How much is B now? B is 0. Mid is 3, index 3. So mid becomes, B becomes mid plus 1. 3 plus 1, 4. So this 4 is B and end we have not changed. Correct? For the next segment, the value of beginning changes to 4 and we have not changed. So B and E. Now again the same thing has to be repeated. What? Finding the middle item. Like finding the middle, beginning plus end by 2. How much is beginning? So the new middle item is beginning plus end by 2. Of course, integer division. Beginning is 4. 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 by 2. How much? 4 plus 6 is 10 by 2 is 5. Is equal to 5. So midday is 5. A of mid. A of mid is equal to the mid item is 60. Now again compare. Compare the search element with the mid item. Search element is 60. Mid item is also 60 now because we are considering this segment of the array. Lower portion is left. Array is divided. Only the upper half we are considering for this example. Mid element is 60. Search element is also 60. So here is a match. So this becomes true. So when we find it, search element at the mid element, the mid location we want to have. So location becomes mid. So we got the element which we are searching for. Search is successful, right? So while comparing with the mid item, if the item is found, then search stops here, right? We have to terminate the loop. So all this process of dividing the array into two halves, finding the mid item, comparing the search item with the mid item, if it is stopping the search, noting the mid location. If not, search the item in the lower half in case if it is search item is less than the mid item, or searching in the upper half in case it is more than the mid item. All these steps need to be repeated again and again within the loop. In case the search item is not found, loop terminates naturally when, because of the condition, the loop condition, beginning becomes more than or equal to end. What is beginning? Beginning is 0. First end becomes n minus 1. Beginning should be always less than end, correct? Beginning is the lower index. In case the item is not found, array gets terminated, loop gets terminated when beginning becomes more than the end. Then naturally the loop stops, indicating that the search item is not found in the array. Hope you have understood this. So this logic we will implement. First write the algorithm and then write the program for binary search. Now let us see the algorithm. Binary search. Step 1, 2 and 3. Only 3 steps. But let B is equal to lower bound, E is equal to upper bound, and location is equal to -1. As in the case of linear search, location variable has to be initialized to -1 because in case if it is not found later, we want to display it. B is lower bound, E end is upper bound. You can also take begin and end, two variables. Next, step 2 is the actual algorithm of binary search. Here, within the loop, we divide into equal half, two halves, mid item, comparison, everything happens in the while loop. Now, while, look at the condition. Beginning is less than or equal to end. Beginning, B should be always less than or equal to end because it is the lower index, it is the upper index. Within while loop, do the process. Mid, find out the mid item. Mid is equal to integer division of beginning plus end by 2. Find out the mid item, the index. Next compare. If element is equal to A of mid, then location is equal to mid. Accordingly, update location and go to the step 3. That is the end of search. So if it is not equal to the mid item, check whether it is at the lower half or at the upper half. Else if element is less than A of mid, first half. So end should be mid -1. End should be brought down. Begin remains same. If not, else means should be in the upper half. So only one else if is enough. The other one else you can write. So else means element should be more than the mid item. Else B is equal to mid plus 1. Beginning should be brought up to mid plus 1. So in that case, end remains same. So accordingly change either E or B values depending on whether it is found at the lower half or upper half of the array. Next, so end of the if and end of the while loop terminates here. And next is the step 3, similar to the linear search. If location is more than or equal to 0, then print element is found at location is equal to LOC. Else print element not found. Element not found. And step 4 end. So last step 3 is just to check the value of location. If it is found to be more than or equal to 0, that means item is found in the array starting with the 0 index. It can be found anywhere. If not, the location value as set earlier initialized remains at -1, in which case displays element is not found. Yes, hope you have understood the algorithm. Then let us write the program. Now let us see the program. I have written the program here. Void main int a of 25, I, n, element, location, b, e and min. These are the variables. Enter the array size and enter the array items. As usual, input the array items. Next, enter the search element, ELE. Search element is ELE. Now look at this. While entering the array elements, you should be very careful because you must input in ascending order, preferably for this one, or in descending order. If you randomly enter the array, before you can apply the binary search algorithm, you must sort the array. You must sort it. Understood? That is why I already have given here. In ascending order only, you input the array items. Otherwise, the binary search will not happen at all. Enter the search element. Next, initialize location to -1, B to 0, E to n-1. Beginning and end. Next, the while loop. Look at the condition. While beginning is less than or equal to end. So mid is equal to beginning plus end by 2. Then comparison. If element is equal to the mid item, A of mid, location becomes mid, search is over, then break it. If not, else if element is less than A of mid, end is equal to mid -1, bring down end, beginning remains. Else means element should be more than the mid item. Then beginning should be modified as mid plus 1. End remains safe. So if and else if with else this within the while condition. Next, check the value of location as we have done in the case of linear search. If it is location is more than or equal to 0, then element is found at the location LOC. Else, if not, element is not found because the location remains at -1. So this program I think you are able to understand very easily. Once you remember the algorithm, easily you can write the program from that. Now after this, in the next session, I will give an example of an array, and using linear search as well as using binary search, we will find out and trace the algorithm to check whether it is working properly or not, or how to search for a given item using binary search as well as using linear search, using some examples. Thank you.